Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a medical malpractice attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to clear up some confusion about what is medical malpractice in Maryland. Now, we have individuals who contact us by phone or email, and a lot of times the question that they have is, am I the victim of medical malpractice? And this is generally stemming from a bad result, maybe in a surgery or a misdiagnosis or something like that. And they've had a bad result and now they're wondering, am I the victim of medical malpractice? We also can see a lot of confusion being created around this issue by some of the comments that are left in some of our YouTube videos and videos other places. And a lot of times people, especially individuals from the medical profession, tend to think that just because there is a bad result, that automatically means that the doctor is going to be found responsible for medical malpractice. Well, like I said, the purpose for this video today, guys, is to clear up some of this confusion. Number one, just because you have a bad result, that does not mean that you are the victim of medical malpractice. I'm going to say that again because it's very important that you understand this. Just because you have had a bad result with your surgery or a medical procedure, that does not necessarily mean that medical malpractice has occurred. To be able to prove a medical malpractice in Maryland, listen to this, to be able to prove that, you have to be able to show that the doctor deviated from the standard of care owed to you at the time. And because that doctor deviated from the standard of care, this deviation has to have caused your injury. So again, you got a standard of care issue. The doctor has to have fell below that standard of care or deviated from the standard of care, and that is what has had to have caused your injury. Now, Marcus, what are you talking about when you say standard of care? What do you mean standard of care? Look at it like this. What would a reasonable and prudent doctor do under the same set of circumstances as your doctor? So let's say, for example, would a reasonable and prudent doctor cut somewhere on your body before identifying what he or she is cutting? Is that what a reasonable or prudent doctor would do? Would a reasonable and prudent doctor not listen to a patient's complaints, not take the patient's history before trying to get to a proper diagnosis? Is that something that a reasonable and prudent doctor would do? So that's the purpose of today's video, to try to help you understand, again, that not all bad results are going to be medical malpractice. Contrary to what you may be reading on the internet or hearing from other doctors or other medical professionals, contrary to that, the ones that are saying that, oh, just because you got a bad result, this is always going to be medical malpractice. No, it does not work like that. Again, you've got to go through that analysis, standard of care, deviation, causing your injury. And remember, guys, if you've watched some of our other videos, you know that to be able to get to that standard of care or to explain what that standard of care is, you're going to need another medical expert. But that's going to be for another video. So why have I taken the time today to go through all of this? Because I'm trying to help you understand this process. I'm trying to give you insight into what you would have to be able to prove to be successful with a medical malpractice case in Maryland. Now, I realize more than likely you have more questions about this process. You may be watching this video right now because you have had a bad result and you would like to talk with someone about this. You would like to know, is this medical malpractice? If you have other questions like this, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, guys, it costs you absolutely nothing to take this action, and that is to go ahead and pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. We answer Maryland medical malpractice questions like yours all the time, and I'll be glad to take some time to listen to your story. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice attorneys here at Boston Law Group, LLC, and we will see you next time. Guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.